Good morning, Emily, Lionel, Natalia, Baptiste, Vicky, Jacinthe. We have a lot of people coming in today, so we'll slowly wait for them to join the call. While we wait for people to begin to enter the broadcast, this is always the most interesting part of any presentation we've done so far, is the waiting time between the start of the broadcast and the participants coming in. Hello, everyone. Thanks for starting the chat, because today we're going to be using it a lot. I'm telling you right now. So get your keyboards ready, get your thumbs ready, whatever you need to have ready to participate in this webinar today, because it's kind of unique, because today we're covering leadership, and you can't cover leadership without having some kind of a form of an expression, right? And Ron has worked really hard to make it as engaging as possible. And so we're hoping for your engagement to make this experience a bit more interesting and a bit more fruitful as well, because you have to participate in order to make it the most beneficial possible. So good morning, everyone. I'm gonna do a big spiel about Zoo. So as some of you know who has joined us before, Zoo is a creative hub for creative entrepreneurs. So we offer programs and programming to help creative entrepreneurs develop their businesses. I believe that some of our incubies are with us today. So Arshita and Emily, hello. What in the context of the programs that we offer, we've decided that some of the programming that we do is going to be open to the public, because although we do help our startups, we think that some of the information that the experts share might be relevant to other entrepreneurs that didn't get the chance to be accepted in our programs. And so we've covered many topics. Last week, we covered internationalization. We've covered taxes, financing from government. We're eventually going to be covering private financing from VCs. Next week, we have sales, like B2B sales specifically with Telus. So join us for that. But today, as I said at the beginning, we're covering leadership, which is a super important topic when it comes to running or building a company, right? So developing and identifying your key leadership skills and capabilities. And we're all work in progress. We all need to be working on ourselves constantly. Even some of us have a harder time doing that than others. I certainly do, which is why we always seek the advice of someone who knows how to guide us through this process of self-exploration. And this is why we contacted Centre, who are actually residents at Zoo. Before the COVID-19 situation, we had a space that we used to hang out with, and Ron was a resident there. And so he agreed to give this workshop and present some of his expertise with us today around the theme of leadership. So without further ado, because I feel like I've been rambling on for too long, I'm going to pass the mic and the screen to Ron. So I'm going to take myself off, shut my mic off, and maybe come back if I need to be. But for now, I'm going to leave you guys with Ron, who's going to give us the pleasure to present himself. All right, Ron, it's all yours. Hi, Ron.
Wow. Thank you so much, Noor, for this beautiful introduction. It feels good. I feel the love. I feel the energy. So thank you. Great. I'm so happy to see actually that there is a lot of people. So this is going to be an experience. So I invite you to be ready to take this leadership workshop and play with it, have some papers and get ready. So let me get started with the introduction here. So we have to, so by the way, this is my first webinar, just want you to know. So I'm gonna have some technical skills to learn. So I might be looking left and right. I'm very animated, I smile enough, I move a lot. So just bear with me and it's going to be fine. So here it is. Let me make sure that you can see my screen. So I think you should be able to see it here. Let me see, second.
I'm not sure we can see it yet.
No, you can't see it yet. So let me go ahead. Not yet. Let me. coming. It's coming. I'm there. I'm working there. So this is good. Get my keynote. Perfect. Now I'm sharing, guys. You can see it?
Yeah. Jason, can you still hear us? Because you said you can't. All right, cool.
All right. All right, guys, we're ready. Lead the way, emerge as a better leader. So let me give you some information about today's presentation. So today's presentation is about emerging as a better leader. The intention is to help you move into your leadership skills by clarifying your leadership vision. We're going to use key questions to help you elevate your confidence. And at the end of the session, while you're transforming, we want you to emerge with a statement. So the goal is about leading the way. So bear with me. Let me give you some key instructions. So if you have headphones, I'm going to use music today. So this is my first time trying that. Make sure you can adjust the volume for yourself. I told you about having pens and papers. We said if you have a book, it's even better so that you can keep your notes. Be focused because the idea is to grow. So I invite you to really be focused, present, keep your smile, have fun, play with this. I put a lot of colors so that it's easy for you to see the connections. There's going to be a lot of words, bunch of words to keep you activated, and participate in the chat room. So if you are in the chat room, just for me to see if I can see your notes, let me check there. Just say I am in the chat rooms. So I don't see it. So I need to do something in order for me to see your information. Let me see this. Here you go. Now I can see information here. All right. We're back. So who am I? So let me tell you that I was trained as an occupational therapist, did some Reiki master, I did the full training. Yoga was part of my life. I actually taught yoga. NLP stands for neuro-linguistic programming. So that's the base of coaching. So that's how I started to learn about coaching. Did some social and emotional intelligence. I got certified at the Barrett Value Center in the UK. And recently, last year, as I noticed that I was getting more and more clients who are executive, I did the executive training at the Mobius Coaching Center in Montreal, and I just completed my training, which gives me more skills and competence to coach leaders. And I have created the I am method, and that's what I'm going to present to you today. So if you look at the picture right there, you can see the word I am. And that word stands for potential. So to be in your I am is to be in your potential, in your fullest potential, in your highest potential. So if you are here today and you want to be in your highest potential, go ahead and write in your chat box, I am. So I can see your information here. If you're there, I see Patrice, I see Vicky. Thank you, Vicky, Matthew, Natalia. Yes, hi, how are you? So someone I know, very good. Yes, Patrice Cesar, thank you. Great, so keep writing. I wanna see you because I'm all here by myself, but if you're writing to me, then we're gonna raise the vibrations. He said, find a way to raise the volume. So someone, let's raise the volume so that I make sure you can hear me. I'm at the maximum on my side. So I'm going to talk more about myself. So my leadership desire started a very long time ago. I was actually 1 year old. You can see me there. That's the very old picture. And in my eyes, if you look, you can already see the leader being born. And 25 years ago, here I am standing at the end of my occupational therapy training, trying to be a leader and leading people in a choir. And as you notice, I kind of failed my leadership because nobody was looking at me. And here you see me. This is 20 years ago as an occupational therapist. This is in Miami. I am at the Comprehensive Pain and Rehabilitation Center here, working for an amazing surgeon. His name is Dr. Hubert Razumov. He left his skilled of neuro using like a scalp, cutting people open. And he said, you know what, I'm not gonna be doing surgery anymore. I'm gonna build a team around me. And with that team, we're gonna help people, we're gonna save lives. These people would come in excruciating pain, in a wheelchair, unable to move, unable to walk. And we would take them 1 month in a boot camp to save their lives. And at the end of the boot camp, what you see here is the graduation day. It's like a graduation. We would take the clients who would actually heal themselves and be back to life to actually share with the new clients coming in. So the team was occupational therapists, physiotherapists, massage-therapists, kinesiologists, social workers, doctors, neurosurgeons. So we were a full team of people working together to help these people heal and be back to lead their life. So even at that time, I still tried to lead again the people. And here I am at the Mount Sinai Hospital in Miami, leading the nurses, the doctors, and the physio and occupational therapists there as well in a Christmas carol. And this time I got my leadership. You can see it. People were looking at me. So 8 years ago, I was inspired by the Dr. Hubert Razumov, to actually launch my business. And this is the launch. This is December 12, 2012. And at that time, I had started my business a year ago, and I had over 150 clients already. And they all showed up to celebrate the launch with me. And it was fun to be there, to inspire them. That event was not about me. It was about bringing my clients in front and have them share their success stories. You will see that at the time, my clients were entrepreneurs, incubators, like in technology, a lot of artists, comedian, actors. And then 8 years later, this is me again. And that's last year in September. And something shifted. My clients became more entrepreneurs, leaders, and executives. So I kept the creators. And now I did this event where I invited Michael Bunting, who is a leader in mindfulness. And I invited also 40 CEOs and upper managers to come and join for free this event so that we could share this book. So that's the book of Michael Bunting, who is one of the leaders. He came all the way from Australia, actually, to be with us. And from his book, and I'm going to show you, so this is a picture with me and Michael Bunting. And I just want to thank him because, for giving that time to us was great. Great information. That's the book, 7 Practices for Transforming Your Leadership, Your Organization, and Your Life. And there's 5 tips in this book to be a mindful leader. First step, inspire, cultivate, nourish, transform, and at the heart of his tips, empower. So right now, the I Am Center has shifted and transformed. I actually did like the Dr. Hubert Razumov, who really inspired me. And I surrounded myself with other specialists, other coaches that are complementary to my service, consultants, therapists, so that when a client comes to I Am Center, they really are sure to get the best expert to help them lead their life. And here I am at Zoo. I just want to thank Zoo because I was located in the plateau on Duluth. And right before COVID, I actually left that location, moved to zoo, and it's such a welcoming place. Beautiful blue color, great space to have this beautiful musical experience and coaching experience. So I hope to see you there. So let's talk a bit more about what we're going to use today as a tool to help us lead the way. I'm going to talk to you about the I am method. And the I am method, as you can see here, it's like a fractal. And it's there, and it's over and over, always in your potential, always moving deeper, deeper into that potential. And it's there to help you actualize yourself from your vision to your manifestation. So here, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to take the chat room. Oh, you know, I'm not able to. So I have to really look here if I want to see you. But anyways, I'm going to be making sure that I get your information if you're writing to me right there. So let me show you now the I am. So I am stand for intention, attention, manifestation. Intention, attention, manifestation. And that's my equation, because I say if you can be clear in your mind about what you want and focus all your attention, 100% of yourself on what you want, it has to manifest. So that's the idea, and that's how I help my clients. So if you're not manifesting what you want, we need to check on either your beliefs or where are you focusing. So I'm going to show you the 5 pillars. So the 5 pillars that I'm using for that is vision, intention, attention, and manifestation. When V, I, A, M, and M2 are aligned, you are in your full potential. It's a global approach. That means I don't only look at the material level, I also look at the physical level, the emotions, the intellectual level, and the spiritual level. So that means that we talk about insights, we talk about awareness. We also going to talk about beliefs. We talk about values. We also look at, you know, your emotions and your perceptions, all your perceptions, mainly your physical sensations, because you know that a lot of your choices as leader comes from your gut feelings. And it's all about being present, being mindful. So one other thing you need to know also about me is that I use music, and I will be using music today for your coaching, your global team coaching session. So it is an immersive sensory integration. I call it ISI. It comes from my background as an occupational therapist, where I was using sensory integration, and it helps us really activate the intention in motion. So are you ready? So if you're ready, just say yes, so I can see that you are. Yes, yes, I see Vincent, Mathieu Roussel, yes. Patrice, very good. So keep saying, so Franny, great. You're there with me. Natalia, she said, I am ready. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'm gonna put some music. The way to ask is to aim. So we are going to aim in the pain point. So get your pen and paper, get ready, and make sure you take your time. So your first question, your first attention question is, how are you feeling about the current situation? Take your time to write, and whenever you wrote all your feelings, make sure you write it in the chat room so that I know that I can move to the next question. Insecure, keep going. More feelings. I need to see more people writing. Lost. I feel we are in transition, humbled. Keep going. I need more feelings. Overwhelmed. Get ready for the second question. As a leader, what is your major preoccupation? Keep writing. No control. Being people together. Bring people together. I need one more. What other preoccupations you have? Less focused. Okay, good. So yeah, supporting the artist. Okay. All right, guys, stay with me so that I know that I can move to the next question. As you write, we're gonna get deeper. All right, next question. What is your major challenge as a leader? It's a chance to renew business model, but it's more about the living arts touring that is preoccupying. Okay, thank you. Any other challenges? Major challenge that you have right now. Renew business model is one of the biggest challenge, and someone says to keep the motivation and to start a business in Europe. All right, someone has the intention to start a business in Europe. All right, okay, thank you so much, guys. I really want to thank you to be present with me and to participate. Sorry about the music. I told you about that. It's about, learning these skills. So make sure you protect your ears. All right. Okay. So we're going to move forward. Beautiful. The 5 stages that we're going to use, and this is what I use as my 360 program. And you know about the 5 levels. So now here are the 5 stages: exploration, clarification, harmonization, activation, and transformation. So as we explore here the worldview, right now in this current situation, on one hand, you have people who view the world as union. It's about unity. It's about coming together. It's about supporting each other. It's about helping together. It's about helping each other. It's about collaborating. En français, on dit l'union fait la force. So there's a few people who really see this as an opportunity to change our way of being. Even in this distanciation, people are finding ways with technology to stay connected and to support each other. A lot of the things right now are for free. And so that's one way to see what is currently, happening. On the other polarity, there is the word VUCA, which really shows the chaos that is also happening and how we can see the word. So if you know about VUCA, please write VUCA for me so that I know you know about VUCA. Anyone who knows already about VUCA, please write it on the chat room. Yes, so there's one person here who knows about VUCA. Very good. Is there anybody else? And if you know how to use VUCA to become a better leader, just write VUCA. So right now, there's only one person who knows about VUCA. So that's really cool. So I'm going to share that information with you, and I hope that's going to help you. So The Age of Union was written by Dax da Silva. I know many of you may know this founder, and CEO of Lightspeed and Never Apart. Is one of the Canada's leading CEO in technology and also in art. He wrote this book, Ignite the Change Maker. So I am lucky to have this hard copy that was given to me by one of my clients. Such a powerful book to talk about union. And he shares in this book some of the best practices for successful leaders. And I want you to write them because it is going to help you to be in your I am. First one, prepare for critics and politics. Share perspectives. Expand your circle. Observe rituals and become an ally. So these key practices are very connected with what Michael Bunting said before. Inspire, cultivate, empower, nourish, and transform. So now let's look at the VUCA world. So VUCA is actually like an acronym that came in 1987. So it's been there for a very long time. And it was initially in the Army, but around 2002, people started to use it for strategic planning in businesses. And the word VUCA stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So this is a view of the world. So let's look a little bit more. Volatility. It means really right now that, wow, the world is rapidly changing. And you see it, it's like the speed of change is so fast. It's like, and the magnitude of that change also is at the level of a pandemic. And that in itself puts most of us out of control. And that creates instability. Uncertainty. So have you been sometimes in this situation where you actually don't know? You doubting yourself. You have no idea if you take one road where it's going to lead you. There is this lack of predictability. So most people here cannot project themselves. They can't do projections, financial projections. They don't know really the outcome they're going to get, the results they're going to get from that. People are feeling uncertain inside and probably very anxious. And what is creating that is fear. Complexity. So now we're going to look at the complexity in this view world. And so whenever you see complexity, and you see right now the situation is pretty complex, and the reason it's complex is because of this multiplicity of options that are being provided to us. And we have multiple factors, multiple decisions to take, multiple scenarios that are there, and we have no idea what is best. And that is when you need a leader. They say the higher the complexity, the greater the leader. So what you see there is a lot of stress. So people get very stressed. So when the stress gets higher, people get anxious and anxiety comes. So let's look at the next slide, and you can see the eyes here, and that's ambiguity. That's when, it's caused by the combination of volatility, uncertainty, and complexity. When all three comes together, it is hard to see. It's confusing. You don't know what to do, what to choose, and it's confusion. So the importance here, when you are in that confusion, is to seek for a mentor, seek for a consultant that's going to help you, seek for coaches to support you, because in ambiguity, you will need new skills, new competence. So, and also it's going to be very important to re-examine or re-examine your team and the people you work with, because you want to get ready for the new market and because you're going to lead in that new market. All right. So VUCA is also the solution, because in life, you know, we looked before at the polarity between union and chaos. And in coaching, such as in medicine, in order to help people transform, the way I had to go about it is to quiet down, deep, and move into the pain. Most people try to run away from pain with medication, with drugs, but actually it's in the pain that you find the solution. So the solution is in VUCA, and the solution is vision, understanding, clarity, and adaptability. So that's the solution that you want to have. Vision is number one. And in I am, we start with vision. So if you look at that, the same forwards in the I am method, because in I am, you back into your alignment. And when you are aligned, you feel good, you feel strong, you feel powerful, you feel confident. So vision is first, and then clarity, understanding, adaptability, and there's one more. So I added one more because in the world, what we need now as a very powerful skill is to be able to anticipate and to be able to deal with the situation coming up. So there are some emerging coping skills related to these abilities. So the first one, so I'm going to share all of them with you. Awareness, agility, flexibility, creativity, and resilience. Those are the 5 emerging coping qualities I'm going to invite you today to assess. So are you ready now? You're going to need your pen and paper. Let's go this way and clarify together. So I'm going to put some music, and I'm going to ask you specific questions to answer. And I want you to put your numbers right there so that I can see. So the first question is, how do you rate your openness? .5, very good. 8. How do you rate your openness? 7, 5. Very good. 7. Okay, so we have a high level of openness. People are very open. Good. Now, we're going to move into the next one. How do you rate your connection to your intuition? How do you rate your connection? 7. Mark, thank you. Natalia Baquero, 9.5. Emily, 8. Patrice, 8. Very good. 9, thank you. Okay, so you guys are high up there in those intuition and openness. And we have 7 with Vincent and Jacinthe. Thank you. All right, let's move to the next question. Oh, no, that's not that. Hold on a second. I'm gonna move here. I need to stay here. So hold on a second in order to do this. A little bit of technicality here. Right there, we're gonna move to the next question. Good. How do you rate your confidence? How do you rate your confidence? 5. Oh, so there's high confidence here. 9, Mark. 6. Very good. Be honest with yourself, because the more honest you are, the stronger it's gonna be. So there's a lot of strong confidence. 9, 7.5. 7. Okay, next question. How do you rate your curiosity? How do you rate your curiosity? 9. Thank you for saying curiosity, writing it for me so I see it. Thank you, Sofrani. 7. Vincent. 8. Very good. Thank you. Wow, there's a big number here. Mark said 8.57987. So there's a lot of curiosity. Let's keep going. And now we are going to assess your flexibility. So in order to assess flexibility, how do you rate your empathy? How do you rate your empathy? 8, 10. So we have high numbers. Great, guys, you're great leaders. 9, 5. So that's good. Some people are very honest. 5, 8. All right, we're ready about vitality. Thank you. Sofrani said vitality is at 7. Vitality is at 7, 6. Wow, we have a 10, 6. This is an important question because I want to show you this book. This book is called Vitality, and it was written by Dr. Andrea Vanacker. This is a great book, and I want to talk to you about vitality because in this book, she shows you the numbers. She has a scale of vitality, and she said if you are between 0 and 6 in your vitality, it's a critic state. If you are between 7 and 8, which actually most people are, there's kind of a level of indifference. So the level that you want to be at in terms of vitality is 9 and 10. That's where you want to be. And vitality is about your level of energy. The way you assess that is very simple. When you wake up in the morning, how do you feel? And what's your level of energy inside of yourself when you are working? Okay, let's keep going. Creativity, we have 2 more. How do you rate your stress? So please write stress. So by the way, someone asked me about this book. She's actually from Montreal. I know her very well. We work together, Dr. Andrea Vanacker. So if you need more information on that, I'll definitely share more later. So stress level is 8. So you see at the level of stress, it's great. So someone has a 2. Matthew, thank you. But the highest level is that stress. So yeah, 7, 8, so we have high level of stress. Let's move into concentration. What are the levels we have here? Concentration. Sofrani, 8, thank you for writing concentration. So I see we have the right level. 6 for Matthew. What's your level of concentration? You know that concentration, I work with athletes. That's the best skill to actually be like focus and get results, like high level result. Concentration is high. So we have a 5. So there's some work to do in concentration. Guys, are we ready to move into the last quality? Very important, the coping skills to move and navigate through this VUCA world right now. VUCA, remember, high tides, big wins. And the only way to navigate is the way you swim. So let's look at resilience. How do you rate your fear? 4. Fear. 8. So you have 8 level of fear. 5. 3. Fear. Thank you, Jacinthe, for writing the word fear. I see it. 5. Vincent, 3. Very good. So, is there anybody else writing about fear? 8. Thank you. How do you rate your ability to anticipate? Ability to anticipate what is going to happen. How do you rate your ability to anticipate what is going to happen? 6, 7, someone said, maybe. Anticipate 7. Wow, someone wrote anticipate 9. Wow, this is big. You guys are great. So Vincent wrote 6. Is there any other numbers? I just want to say something about anticipate here. because it takes a lot of connection, beingness, presence, and connection with your intuition in order to anticipate. Very good. We are done, and we are going to get ready to make your leadership statement. So, how do I want to be? Who do you want to be? So I invite you to write who you want to be after your assessment. Oh, someone said myself. Who do you want to be? The better version of myself. Patrice. Who do you want to be? One more. I want to be a +1. Oh, I want to be a +1. That's great. Okay, fantastic. All right. How do you want to feel? Get ready for your leadership statement. How do you want to feel? I want powerful words here. Inspiring to others. Thank you, Jacinthe. How do you want to feel? This is a very important part here. It's harmonization. So your word here are going to be key to move forward. I want to feel ready for change, says Natalia. I want to feel giving. Wow, giving confidence to others. Thank you, Vincent. Someone said here, I want to feel free, inspiring, simple. I like the word simple. Love this keyword. And Emily said, I want to feel grounded. Grounded. Now, what do I want to experience? So what do you want to experience? In this VUCA world, what do you want to experience? I want to see some message here. What do you want to experience? Abundance in its maximum potential. Thank you, Natalia. Abundance. Meaningful relationship. Oh, I want that too. Very good. Thank you. Love for all humanity and equality for all humans. I want to be in your business. I want to keep learning and experience even more. Very good. Put your statement here because it is going to happen. All right. I want to keep learning and experience even more. Is there one more? What do you want to experience? What do you want to experience? We're getting almost done here. La paix intérieure. Someone said la paix intérieure. All right. Very good, guys. I'm really, really happy to see that you're there with me and that you are participating. Thank you so much. All right, next step here. So let me just move this so that you can see we did the leadership statement. So this is time for activation. So the activation is really something I do with music. And when I do it in the coaching sessions, whether it's online, because most of the sessions now are online, it is fantastic, or whether it's at the office, I use music, and this is to activate what you have written here. I want to read everything. I want to live my life with others. I have good experience. I want to feel like I contribute to build a better world. Thank you. So we're going to actually do an activation and participate with me. We're going to use breath to do that. And we're going to bring that up. So you just have to sit comfortably. I don't see you, but I trust you. Make sure you sit comfortably. Bring all your focus, all your attention right there inside. And if you want, you can close your eyes. You don't have to. It's really up to you. And really, it's about taking a breath. And we're going to do it like the coherence, the heart coherence skills. So you inhale for 4 and you exhale for 6. Inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. Now make sure on the next breath, you take your fullest inhale and your fullest exhale. So engage the breath fully in all your senses. Feel your physical body. Feel your skin. Feel your taste. Feel your sight, smell. Listen to your own heart. Just connect with that. Expand even more, as if you are fearless. And now I invite you to imagine what you want to experience. Just imagine what you want as you're going to move through this situation here. See yourself moving through VUCA. Visualize it. Inspire. Cultivate. Empower. Nourish. And transform. Bring that meaningful relationship, that internal peace. Contribute for the better world. And create that humanity that you saw. Okay, very good. Stay connected. And make it happen. So I invite you to think about one action you could take after this webinar. One action. And if you had one emerging statement, what would be your emerging statement today? So take a moment now, whenever you're ready, to use your pen and paper and write. Write your action. Writing it, you put it into motion. And I also invite you to write your emerging statement. Whatever statement that came to mind, I invite you to write it. Very good, guys. Thank you so much for playing the game. Very nice. All right. So we're done.
Wow. This has been really, really an interesting and really insightful exercise, I have to say. And you made it look so easy, which means that you've prepared a lot for it. So thank you for that. Thank you for taking the time to be with us this morning, and for all those that participated very actively in the chat and played the game along with us. This was awesome. And it's so
someone wrote, I finished my business plan. I love it. Yeah.
You can, well, with the music in the background, you can definitely feel like you're actually doing the work, right? Like, and visualizing is super important to actually set a plan in motion. So
Mhm.
this has been very, very insightful. So how can people reach out to you? So we had a couple of questions regarding the slides. Would you be able to share them with people, or can they is there a way they can reach you? Do you have a YouTube channel, for instance, Ron?
Oh, listen, those are all great questions. I'm actually I don't have anything except myself. People reach me. You
Okay.
can reach me on my website. You can see the website right there,
Okay.
and that's the easiest way to reach me,
All right.
really. And I love to share most everything with you. It's really it's going to be a pleasure. I don't know. I'm not very technical. I have a team with me, but
Yeah.
just write to me, and so that I can share.
Perfect. So, as you said, centreiam.com. So, if you guys are interested in getting to know more this great team and getting to know Ron more, I invite you to go check their website. So, again, thanks, Oracle, for participated this morning. Next week, we have a webinar with TELUS about sales for big corporations. So, selling to giants. What does that take? What is the process? And specifically, right now, what is the best approach to reaching out to potential new clients. So I'll see you guys all next week in the Infusion series, and I hope you have a great rest of the day and a fantastic weekend. Thank you all so much, and have a great day. Bye, Ron.
Bye. Thank you.
Cheers.